Last June, after falling to the Warriors in the finals, LeBron James knew the Cavaliers needed a roster upgrade, and he recruited Paul George to push for a trade to Cleveland. Cavaliers GM David Griffin knew an upgrade was needed, too, and almost pulled off a coup, a three-way trade that would have brought Paul George and Bledsoe to Cleveland. The deal would have sent Kyrie Irving and Frye to Phoenix, but fell apart because the Suns and/or Pacers, depending on who you believe, kept moving the goalposts. Phoenix didn't want to send the number 4 pick to Indiana in the deal, they used it to pick Josh Jackson, and without that pick the Pacers were out. In the end, Irving was traded to Boston for Isaiah Thomas, who was out injured until early January and has still not found his form, and the Brooklyn pick, while George was traded to Oklahoma City for Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis. Not landing George frustrated LeBron, who is close to Bledsoe and knows how much the two-way play of George is needed against the Warriors, ESPN's Brian Windhorst said while on the Low Post podcast. Hat tip the LeBron wire. If you want to know what's really pissing LeBron off, he felt like the Cavs could have had Paul George and Bledsoe, Windhorst said. To be fair, it was not the Cavaliers that pulled out of that trade, they tried. But three-way trades are hard because three teams have to feel like they won. Phoenix wanted to rebuild with youth for the long term, not prop themselves up for a season or two with Irving. The Pacers were always looking for the best deal. Meanwhile, George hinted he is more likely to stay in OKC past this season. George was on ESPN's The Jump with Rachel Nichols, via Royce Young at ESPN, and talked about being snubbed as an All-Star in the Deep West and how Russell Westbrook came hard in his defense. Russ is the reason why this decision is becoming even more easier to make, is the character Russ has. A stand-up guy, and he has his teammates back. And the hearts of Lakers fans just sank. George's decision on his future will hinge more on how he feels after the Thunder's playoff run. Just as LeBron's decision next summer hinges on how he perceives things after Cleveland's postseason ends. But it feels like their decisions are heading in different directions.